Hey everyone, thanks for tuning into our first devlog. We're a brand new indie studio based out of Boston, Massachusetts named Broken Chair Studios. Founded in 2023, we set out to create a game that delivers a both challenging and fun co-op experience. This isn't just our first devlog, but also the start of our journey into developing our very first full-scale game. It's an exciting and humbling experience, and we're super thrilled to have you on this journey with us. In this devlog, we'll be showing off our brand new game, currently codenamed Project Saferoom. In this game, we aim to design new ways for players to work together and survive in this fast-paced linear zombie shooter. We understand that zombie co-op games aren't anything new, but we truly believe we have some features in mind that will help separate our game and elevate the co-op experience. We're still in the very early stages of development, but we've been making great progress so far. Creating this game is a journey filled with endless challenges, but seeing our ideas slowly come to life has been incredibly rewarding. We're super excited to show you what we've been working on, and we hope you stick around to see what's in store. Before we dive deeper into Project Saferoom, we want to take a look back at our inspirations and what our vision for the future looks like. So a little about us. We're a two-man team with roots in both software engineering and graphical design. We've been close friends now for over a decade, so a lot of this teamwork already comes naturally based off other projects and ambitions we've had. Our combination of skills and real-world experience have really helped in creating a solid workflow. We've both been huge fans of games that excel in fast-paced, co-op experiences. In recent years, we have become very frustrated with the lack of meaningful AAA games and the lack of care these companies have been giving their products. This has become more apparent now than ever before. Sometimes it's easier just to show some of our inspiration instead of trying to explain all the details. So I'm going to show you a couple titles here that really inspired this project from the very beginning. First, we have Dead Island with its details in dismemberment and gore. Then we have Killing Floor 2, which excels at being fast-paced and intense. Next, we have Call of Duty Zombies, with its attention to detail and hidden Easter eggs. And then we have Helldivers 2, which is always a great time being dumb and messing around with your friends. Out of all these great games we've shown so far, we really think there's only one game out there that captures all these gameplay elements. I'm sure a lot of you already saw this coming, but of course that game has to be Left 4 Dead 2. In 2009, Valve released Left 4 Dead 2. This game really just set this bar that in our eyes, even 15 years later, still hasn't been met. I don't want to just sit here for hours talking about how great Left 4 Dead is, because trust me, that's easy for me. But instead, I just want to point out some of its key features. Straightforward level design, easy to understand controls, simple but rewarding gunplay, and of course, the AI director. The AI director might be the most important feature here because it's responsible for changing up the game every time you play, and it also helps with creating that endless replayability factor. You know, I think it's easy for people to say, oh, Left 4 Dead's so old, the graphics are terrible, no way this still holds up 15 years later, blah blah blah, but to us, this game is one of those rare exceptions. With the recent growth and popularity of Unreal Engine 5, it set the stage for us to dive into game development seriously. We're aiming to bring something special to the table, something that reignites that spark for other fans like us. We're all looking for that next unforgettable co-op experience.
Our demo map has come a long way since we first planned it out. It's gone through many changes, but it still has the same vision as day one. We're making a linear game, which means the map is pretty straightforward, but we wanted to make sure the player can still make their own choices on how to get from point A to point B. We wanted the map to have the diverse feeling of a city. You go from fighting in claustrophobic alleyways to being surrounded in a wide open park, and then right back into the cramped hallways of a hotel. The biggest problem we faced when making the map was the size. With about 80% of the map complete, we realized that the streets were just too wide, which meant the entire map had to be scaled down. It was a tedious process that took a couple of weeks to fix, but we took the time to add a lot more detail to the map, and we ended up with a much better product in the end. From the beginning, Project Saferoom has been designed to be a true first-person shooter co-op experience. This means we are creating both first-person and third-person animations, which helps maintain animation quality for what you see and how your teammates see you. Recently, we've been focused on finishing up all of these animations and getting them in the game. However, with the announcement of Unreal Engine 5.4 and all of the changes coming to animations, we've decided to put a pause on animating until the update comes out. As of recording this video, 5.4 is set to release any day now, and there are some great looking features coming with it. Two of the biggest features for us are motion matching and auto retargeting. These will help speed up our animating process. Motion matching is a new feature that uses AI to select the appropriate animations based on player movement. It makes the best decision based on a set of predetermined animations. This will make all of our animations blend seamlessly in-game. Auto retargeting allows us to take our current animations and put them onto the in-game character with just one button. We're currently using a motion capture software called Move AI to capture all of our third-person animations. This makes auto retargeting huge for us because it was recently announced that Move AI now has direct integration with Unreal and the auto retargeting feature. These features are amazing, but we still want our animations to be unique and made by us. So we'll be using these features to improve our workflow, but we are still creating and perfecting all of our animations by hand. With 5.4 coming out soon, we're diving right back into animating, so we'll have much more to show you in our next devlog.
We approach Project Saferoom with a clear goal in mind. Let's keep the gameplay simple, but compelling. We've all played those games that have had those, overly complicated mechanics, terrible UI, and the slow and obnoxious progression systems. I feel like now more than ever, those obnoxious progression systems are everywhere, and I just hate them. But usually these progression systems are just forcing you to play constantly just to keep up with everything going on. For us, it was all about keeping it simple and focusing on what makes games fun in the first place, which is having fun with your friends. Simple controls, straightforward mechanics, and an uncluttered weapon and inventory system were crucial to this game. Although we don't have a lot of these features fully implemented yet, we want to show you some of the features we do have. Thanks for sticking around and showing interest in our brand new game. As we mentioned, this whole journey is new for us, so your feedback and thoughts on our title mean the world. Seriously though, every piece of feedback is a chance for us to make the game even better. Stay tuned for our next devlog, where we'll be giving an update on everything we talked about today, plus some new and exciting features being developed behind the scenes. Please like and subscribe, and check out our socials linked in the video description below. You can go there to get updates on our newest devlogs and some really cool behind the scenes footage.